A lot going on in Washington again today. The president's plan for tariffs are front and center. He now says that on this coming Tuesday, March 4th, the U.S. will impose tariffs on Canada and Mexico and also charge an extra 10% on goods made in China. So what is the specific impact here in Illinois? For that, we're bringing in political reporter Mary Ann Ahern to answer that question. Mary Ann?
Good afternoon, Alex. Canada and Mexico are Illinois' two largest trading partners. But leaders in the manufacturing industry are still waiting to see what happens between now and Tuesday.
I put a lot of tariffs on in my first term, and we've made tremendous amounts of progress because of those tariffs.
President Donald Trump touting his latest tariff announcement today at the White House. He previously paused his plan to impose tariffs on Mexico and Canada, but now says that pause will end next week. Plus, Trump is doubling the current tariffs on Chinese products.
The tariffs are necessary because we've been treated very unfairly by many, many countries, including our friends, friend and foe.
The Illinois Manufacturers Association says tariffs can be used effectively when they're used selectively, instead of a broad approach.
Most economists will tell you there'll be generally an increase in costs. But is it worth that at the end of the day for potentially more investment in American manufacturing down the road?
President and CEO Mark Denzler says specifically tariffs could impact Illinois companies that produce things like large equipment or automobiles.
If there's a tariff on Canadian crude coming across the border, that could result in higher cost at the gas pump. We get a lot of food from Mexico and Canada, for example, that you could see some price spikes when you go to the grocery store.
The Illinois Farm Bureau also tells us it is closely monitoring the developments regarding tariffs to see what kind of impact there could be to Illinois farmers. Alex?
Thank you so much, Mary Ann. And we know you're going to be busy next week heading to Washington. On Tuesday, Mary Ann will be reporting from Capitol Hill as President Trump addresses the joint session of Congress. Then the very next day, on Wednesday, she will be there as Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson testifies on Capitol Hill about Chicago's sanctuary city status.